Zombie Pony. By Zeperto 678. Chapter 2, Green Amaranth meets Pinkie Pie and Rarity. Green Amaranth was trotting through the forest. It seems that after a while, he was able to adapt to walking on four hooves, except he has to walk with a limp because of his front left leg. On his face was the expression of some pony thinking deeply. Maybe I could somehow commission a cloak from Rarity's boutique, thought the pony. Then, he frowned. Although, I'd have to be in person, pony, to be measured completely so she could make it to the exact measurements of my body. After saving her, a zombie bunny now rode on Green Amaranth's head. Her messy fur had become a tarnished gray, her eyes were glossy, and her ears no longer had the musculature to stay up properly. Carrie Rot, as the zombie pony now called her, had been named after his aunt and an element following the theme of rot he and his new companion were undergoing. It was a good thing he found her, too, since she was the one guiding him in the general direction of Ponyville, since she knew where Fluttershy's cottage was. Then, there's the other problem. I don't have any, bits, on me, thought the pony. Even if she's the element of generosity, I believe there are times when Rarity needs to be paid for her work in order for her to pay the bills, while other times, there's a chance she might do commissions for free for some pony since she's generous, I hope. Meanwhile, at a library, a pink pony was acting twitchy. Meanwhile, a purple unicorn, and a purple and green, male dragon were watching her. After a few seconds, she stopped. The pony then started smiling, excited. Whoa! What a doozy, she exclaimed. Pinkie Pie, are you feeling okay? You were twitching a lot just now, she asked, concerned. The dragon agreed with her. Yeah. What was that all about? He asked, curious. A new pony is coming to Ponyville. It seems that there's so much of a doozy that my pinky sense kept going off, exclaimed Pinkie Pie. I have to go and see who they are before I miss their arrival. She then ran for the door. Bye, Twilight. Bye, Spike. The pony was out the door before either of them could respond. Meanwhile, with Green Amaranth, he was thinking even more deeply. I'm going to need to both find a place to live and get a job too. First, I should figure out where I should live before I choose what job I want, thought Green Amaranth. He knew that it was going to be hard to find a job when molecular gastronomy doesn't exist in Equestria, and that there's a chance that certain scientific devices that are involved in cooking might not exist either. Maybe the castle of the two sisters, thought the pony. Not too far to travel from there to Ponyville for food and supplies. Manhattan. Maybe, if I want to try and get a job working at a hotel or something. Appaloosa. No thanks. Las Pegasus. That'll be plan C. Green Amaranth then noticed something in the corner of his eye. Huh? What's that? The pony looked past the trees and bushes to see some bits of buildings. Looks like we're almost there. About a few minutes away, I think, he thought. Huh? The pony's train of thought was interrupted as Green Amaranth suddenly felt the sensation of something pulling at his mane. Apparently, it was Carrie. She was making some sounds while pulling at his mane to let him know that they were close, not knowing that he already knew before her. The pony smiled. Thanks for letting me know, Carrie. You have great eyes, he said, complimenting. Green Amaranth didn't want the bunny to feel like her help wasn't needed. Carrie stopped pulling, and smiled, then returned to sitting on his head. He decided to continue his thoughts. Crystal Empire? Don't know which season of the show I've landed in, but I'll check once I've asked around, thought Green Amaranth. Anyway, I'll think about where I'll be living and where I'll be working later. Right now, I really need to get a cloak. He continued on, determined. At some point, the two had arrived at Ponyville, which, like the show, had colorful ponies of different races everywhere in the town. It looked so peaceful and serene as every pony was walking around, smiling, or were doing their jobs. The two zombies were hiding behind a tree as they didn't want to be seen by any pony and accidentally end up causing a panic or a scare. Green Amaranth was slowly looking left and right. So far, so good. Now, we just need to sneak through and get to Carousel Boutique without attracting anyone's attention, he said. Suddenly, a familiar pink party pony appeared before him, smiling. "Hello. Welcome to Ponyville," greeted Pinkie Pie. She surprised the pony. "Ah," he shouted. Green Amaranth realized who it was. While he was excited to meet the party pony, he didn't want her to see what he looked like. So, the pony then decided to jump up into the air with Carrie holding onto his mane, grabbed onto the tree branch above him, and climbed up on top of it somehow. He tried to hide his left hoof and angle a part of his right side behind the branch since they were showing his bones. The pony needed to pretend that he didn't know Pinkie Pie so she wouldn't question how Green Amaranth knew her. "Whoa! You surprised us there, Ms., asked the pony. She was excited to meet him, but calmed down so Pinkie Pie could answer Green Amaranth's question. "My name's Pinkie Pie." "What's yours?" the pony asked. He smiled. "Nice to meet you, Pinkie Pie. My name's Green Amaranth, and with me is my pet bunny, Carrie," introduced Green Amaranth. "I'm new to Ponyville, and I was wondering if there was a clothing store where I can get something like a cloak made." Green Amaranth knew that she knew who could help him. Pinkie Pie knew some pony who could help. "Oh, I know who. My friend Rarity could make one for you," she suggested. "She's the bestest when it comes to fashion." The pony pretended to look sad as he frowned. "But I don't have any bits on me," he said. Pinkie Pie gave Green Amaranth a reassuring smile. "Don't worry. There are times when Rarity makes things for ponies for free because she's the most generous pony in all of Equestria," she said. "I just know that she won't mind making a cloak for you, even if you can't pay her." Green Amaranth was still frowning. "But, I don't look like a regular pony. I'm afraid that I'll scare you off and you wouldn't want to be my friend," he explained. The pony started panicking. "Then, you might run away and tell every pony, causing them to be scared of me, afraid of me, or even hate me. I heard that Twilight Sparkle lives in this town, and once she hears about me, she'll send a letter to Princess Celestia, who'll then appear with an army of guards. She might end up destroying me, or worse, send me to Tartarus to be imprisoned forever. I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen." Pinkie Pie was shocked and speechless as she heard what he just said. She just couldn't believe it. But that won't happen," said the pony. Green Amaranth scoffed at her ignorance. "I don't believe you for a second," he said. Pinkie Pie shook her head, serious in her own way. No, I won't let that happen to you or to any pony else, and I'd even want to be your friend too," she said. "In fact, I pinky promise it." The pony was kind of surprised at that. What?" he asked. Green Amaranth knew what a pinky promise was. It's just that there's a part of him that doesn't believe that she can prevent it. Pinkie Pie then explained about what a pinky promise was. She even said the word forever all serious like. He was used to Pinkie being Pinkie on TV, which was funny. But face to face? It was kind of weird for the pony, but still funny. "Okay," said Green Amaranth. She had a serious look on her face. "I'll prove it to you. Cross my heart and hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my eye," said the pony. Pinkie Pie even did the motions. "See? Do you believe me now?" After seeing the pony do a pinky promise, Green Amaranth knew that Pinkie Pie was completely serious. She always did keep her promises no matter what so that she wouldn't lose any of her friends. He decided that he could trust her. So, the pony climbed down the branch until he was hanging from it while Carrie held onto him, Then he let go and landed down onto the ground. Green Amaranth faced the pony. He gave her a sheepish smile. "Well, this is us. A zombie pony and a zombie bunny," said the pony. She was silent. That was worrying Green Amaranth. "You okay, Pinkie Pie? Say something," he said. The pony then started vibrating for a few seconds. The next thing that Green Amaranth knew, she had suddenly appeared in his face, excited. Pinkie Pie then started asking him questions. "How did you two die? Do you eat brains like those zombies do in those comics?" asked the pony. He stopped her before she could ask him any more. "First of all, I was bitten by a few zombies when I was running away and became one through the infection, just like how I bit Carrie, but it was to save her life. As for the other one, don't believe everything you read in those comics, Pinkie Pie," said Green Amaranth. "Anyway, glad you're not afraid of me, Pinkie Pie, but everyone else probably will be. So, unless you have an idea on how you can somehow sneak me past every pony to meet with this Rarity mare, then it's impossible." Pinkie Pie smiled. "I have an idea," said the pony. He was surprised that she already had an idea. "Well, let's hear it then," said Green Amaranth. Sometime later, Pinkie Pie was with Rarity at Carousel Boutique as she was talking to her friend about her newest friend, Green Amaranth. "So, can you please make a cloak for the new pony? He really needs one," asked the pony. "He also wanted me to tell you that he'll pay you back one day." She smiled. "Pinkie darling, don't worry. I would be delighted to make a cloak for your new friend, and he doesn't have to pay me back," said Rarity. "I'll make it for free. Now, all I need is to take his measurements and I'll be able to make one within the day," said Rarity. Pinkie Pie decided to leave out some important details so her friend wouldn't say no, but she knew that Rarity would find out soon once the two met face to face. She smiled, excited. "Before the Welcome to Ponyville party I have planned for them," asked the pony, whispering. She was confused. "Pinkie, why are you whispering?" asked Rarity. Pinkie Pie's smile fell a little. "Can you Pinkie promise me something?" she asked. The white pony was confused. "Can I ask what I am promising?" she asked. "That once you meet my new friend you won't scream, faint, or run off and tell every pony, including Twilight and the others," asked Pinkie. "He's afraid that things might become worse for him if some sort of panic or scare is caused all because of what he looks like." Rarity was concerned. "Darling, I wouldn't dare do that. I wouldn't even care about what he looked like at all," said the pony, sincere. She knew that, but Pinkie Pie promised her friend. "Can you please Pinkie promise me?" asked the pony. She sighed, but could tell that this was important to her friend. "Cross my heart and hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my eye," said Rarity. The pony even did the motions too. After seeing her friend do it, she then smiled. "Thank you, Rarity. This is very important to both of us," said Pinkie Pie. She smiled right back. "Anything for a friend. So, when can I meet him?" asked the pony. "You can meet him right now. He's been standing right behind you the entire time," informed the pony. He actually was standing behind Rarity, keeping himself out of her line of sight. The pony, plus Carrie, had both been standing there since the start of the conversation. "Hello there, Ms. Rarity. My name's Green Amaranth, and this is Carrie, my pet bunny," introduced Green Amaranth. The pony was surprised. She started turning around to face him. "Oh. Sorry, I didn't notice you," said Rarity, before being interrupted. The moment the pony saw him and his pet zombie bunny, she was about to scream, and Rarity wanted to, but then, Pinkie Pie covered her mouth with a hoof. "Rarity, you Pinkie promised," admonished the pony. She knew that Pinkie Pie was right as she did Pinkie promise her. As soon as the hoof was removed from Rarity's mouth, the pony stayed silent. She gave Green Amaranth a shaky smile as Rarity was trying to keep herself from screaming or fainting, but it was getting hard to not do it. "Hello there. So I guess you're the friend that Pinky was telling me about," she asked. The pony nodded. "Yeah. It's nice to meet you," said Green Amaranth. He could tell that Rarity was afraid of him. Then, the pony had an idea on how to calm the pony down. "Pinkie Pie never told me that you were a beautiful mare. If I had known, I would have asked her to help me get you some flowers." Luckily, it worked, as she heard Green Amaranth's compliment and blushed in response. "Why, thank you for such a lovely compliment. Pinkie Pie never told me that you were such a charmer," said Rarity, giggling. He then smiled. "Even though I've known Pinkie Pie for only a few minutes, I can tell that she really likes to focus on the best qualities of her friends. That's what makes her such a great friend," the pony complimented. She chuckled, agreeing. "So true," said Rarity. Pinkie Pie smiled from the compliment, and then she hugged the both of them. "Aw. Thanks, you too," said the pony. "No problem, Pinkie Pie," said Green Amaranth. Pinkie Pie had released them both from the hug. "So, about those measurements, Rarity?" he asked. The pony smiled. "Let me just get my measuring tape, and then we can start," she said. Once Rarity had gotten her measuring tape, the pony then started taking Green Amaranth's measurements, but with some difficulties, as she was trying to avoid touching the blood and his exposed bones. Author's note: Green Amaranth is someone who plans things out. Being in Equestria as a zombie pony may indeed challenge him, while other times, it might not, and he'll be able to push past through those difficulties. While there are times he'll do these things alone, but other times, he'll have help from his friends. A friend suggested name ideas for Green Amaranth's pet zombie bunny. For those of you wondering, Pinkie Pie snuck him past everyone by causing lots of distractions. It worked. He's just lucky that Pinkie Pie was willing to even make friends with zombies, and that Rarity would make a cloak for him for free since she is generous. Also, he knew that complimenting Rarity would work since she loves to be complimented by others. The gore will be coming soon in Chapter 4. The psychopath proofread this chapter. Comments are welcome. Heart.